make stories of life in a more perfect place where I wanna stay. It's easier to love when it's you by my
A vlog is supposed to be happening today. And this is kind of what's going on. Oh, hello. Maybe if I ignore you, you'll go back to sleep. Yeah, we're just in bed all day. So, not much to vlog at the moment, but there probably maybe will be. And right back down she goes. Whoop. Okay, obviously we have a dog now. This is Ellie. She is 14 weeks old, soon to be 15 weeks old, and we got her for service dog and waterfowl dog services needs. So there's that really, really big life change. We still have some rats. We have 5 girls with us of varying ages, but they're all getting quite older. And there's just been so much going on around them that I have not been in the place to film about it. We're enjoying our summer. We have the pool. We decided not to do a garden, but there are so many berry bushes around us that has been really fun. And hopefully by having Ellie, I go out and about and explore more. We are going to try this again. Hi everyone. It is day 3 of trying to vlog. I am making half a bagel. I already had half earlier. Long story short, the first day I just didn't feel great in terms of couldn't get out of bed and do stuff. The second day I had a panic attack, and even though the panic attack was only like 45 minutes long, it took me out for the rest of the day. And today I'm feeling surprisingly better. Like my mood is uplifted and I just feel so much better. It is summer, so I'm hoping to enjoy summer a little bit more. My plan was to really prioritize this channel. However, it seems like the focus is really leaning more on Ellie, who is over here eating her food out of this toy. This toy is really cool. So you have this through West Paw, and I ground up her food and put some water in it, put it in there, and it actually can screw onto this littler guy that she had this morning. And it really gets her motivated to eat her food. It is stimulating for her. It keeps her focused. Look at that. She has her new collar on, which is pansies. Ellie is on social media. She is on Instagram. She is on TikTok, and she is on YouTube. So you can check her out at Ellie Chasing Sunrises, which is a part of her actual name. And she is there, full of reels, full of training, full of fun things. And that has been seriously my hyper focus for the past like 3 days. I have been really focused on it, and it's actually been really enjoyable, difficult, but rewarding. So that's mostly where I am. But we're going to do a little vlog today. I'm feeling motivated to do some laundry. I have to do dishes. I don't know if last time we had a dishwasher. I did footage about us putting in the dishwasher. I don't know if I included it, but whoever said they could make hand washing fun and enjoyable, I am not that person. So we installed a dishwasher. Ta-da! Full of clean dishes. Really happy about that. Well, that's a choice, huh? All right. Okay, we're working with natural sunlight. So Ellie, my husband, decided to put her on the couch. We had a staggered schedule where I would go to work and then he'd be at home a little bit. So we'd spend time with her in this room. That's her playroom. It has her pen for when we're not here. And so now my spot is her spot, and she's rapidly growing. And pretty soon this 2-person couch is going to be an Ellie couch, basically. So I don't know what I really said in the first take of this vlog, but we got Ellie for 2 reasons. One is that my husband really wanted a lab for waterfowl, because labs just, they have a great history with retrieving and with ducks. So that's something that he's really passionate about. I had been for like a while, a long time, thinking about getting a dog either through rescue or maybe through a breeder for a service animal for my anxiety specifically, because it has gotten really difficult to manage, but also knowing the benefits of having a service dog to take me to public places that I wouldn't be comfortable going if my husband weren't able to come with me or would not be allowed to come with me. With COVID, we experienced my husband not being allowed to come in for doctor's appointments and other things where that actually triggered very real panic attacks and situations that were difficult for me. And it's crazy to think that a service dog would be allowed to come in and my husband not, when he would be able to help me through a lot of that stuff. Anyways, so she has been something that we've been thinking a lot about, and actually his aunt was the one who was having a litter of puppies, and we found out, and she had asked if we would be interested in one. And we thought about it and we're like, well, the timing's kind of perfect. She'd actually be born right before I have summer off, and so I could really focus on our training. You're 15 weeks old today, Ellie. Hey, Ellie, look at me. Look at me. Hi, can you look at the camera? Look at the camera? Kind of. Look at me is one of the first things that she learned. So we're gonna go through the day with her, with me. And we're already starting a lot more footage than what I had. So I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. And I hope your day or night is really bright for you. I need to like be grounded in my YouTube channel at the moment. Because like I said, I have been doing a lot of social media for Ellie, and most of that pertains to like the training I'm doing with her, new things that she's experiencing. Hello, that would be me that you're eating. It's like having a baby. It's probably nothing like having a baby. I wouldn't know. You're teething. You're teething so hard. This is the stuff that is not shown. Ellie, let's go get your toy. I have had this YouTube channel for 12 years, and it started with Sims videos, and it's worked its way over to vlogging, which is not exactly a niche. So it's hard to get subscribers, which that's fine. That's not really my goal. So I'm at 3,000 subscribers now. Okay. I start Ellie's channel going, yeah, that's a pretty big niche. Like, I knew that if I just made rat content on this video, it would probably do fairly well because it has a specific group of people, specific interest. Service dogs are a very specific interest. So I had a feeling like over time, people might get interested because I've always been interested in service dogs, right? Even if you're not part of a service dog community, you take interest in the role of service dogs because one, dogs are amazing, and two, service dogs are incredible. So yesterday I was making a video where I was going to show how Ellie was being so sweet, and that it was going to go one of two ways. It was just going to be her being so sweet, or it was going to be something where I show the footage of where she's kind of going crazy and being bitey and being like the two sides of puppies, or she's so sweet, but no one tells you about that part. And instead, as I was laying there, I was thinking about how grounding it feels to have Ellie already, even though she's not trained in a task yet, and how amazing it will be once she is able to help me navigate my anxiety through various means. And that led me to think about all the times I felt incredibly invalidated for my anxiety, all the things that I had been told, which I'm not going to get into because that will trigger me right now. So I was like, I'm going to film it. And I filmed it because people say it helps to film your panic attacks to see how you react. And it did. It helped me realize that I was actually trying to like hold her paw or hold part of her as a way of grounding. Short story long, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to post it because the only person who has witnessed my panic attacks with me knowing what it was is my husband. I have had panic attacks when I was younger that I thought were literally just intense crying sessions. So no one's really seen a panic attack, and that one was fairly mild, and it didn't show like my gasping for breath as much as I do or some of the more intense moments. So it's vulnerable, right? And I wasn't sure if I wanted to share it, but ultimately the whole reason I have Ellie and me feeling a little bit like, should I even have a service dog? Is this even a disability? All of those doubts I have around myself. I was like, I need to kind of, for me, share this almost as a way to validate and be like, yes, I do need her. Okay, so I take that plunge knowing this is going to be a little vulnerable. Yeah, okay, well then 28,000 views later on Instagram. I'm like, well, that was a silly concern to have. Shouldn't have worried about my friends and family. I guess I should have thought about the fact that it could have 28,000 views. Meanwhile, like some of my other cute little training ones have like 2 or 3 views. Okay. So I made another reel TikTok short about interesting reaction, you know, so worried about doing that interesting reaction. And I stepped away because I just kept updating with people liking that one as well. I don't understand the algorithm. I don't understand how people are getting these videos and reacting. Hopefully it works really well in terms of educating about service dogs, sharing Ellie's experience. I really want to show Ellie now, who's technically kind of like a prospect, meaning that she isn't a service dog in training technically. Usually around 6 months is when they're considered a service dog in training, although that might be different depending on the place. But for public access, some places, if I'm remembering this correctly, I know someone will correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they have to be 6 months in certain states. It's really hard finding Vermont's laws around that. All I know is they're protected apparently, but I can't find the specific law around it for dogs in training. Anyways, where was I going with this? Oh, so technically she's kind of a prospect. So we've watched her over the course of being with my husband's aunt and looking at the different dogs and their personalities and how they react. We've visited several times and picked her based on some attributes that we saw and how certain tests recommend that you look for certain attributes and whatnot. And she's responded very well. And I am starting to train both in obedience, and I'm also training in like things that are going to lead up to a task. So for instance, things that are, sorry, Ellie, things that are going to lead up to a task are touch. Ellie, are you going to be a model here? Ellie, look at me. Touch. Yes. Paw. Yes. Good girl. So both of those are going to lead up to alerts for, oop, it's not going to move now. How did I do this? Both of those are going to translate into alerting me in different ways, alerting to when a panic attack is coming and also alerting to the fact that I need to take my medicine. So we're doing little things that are going to build up. Down stay, sit stay is something that she's very relaxingly putting herself into, but also trying to train with. So my real goal with these social media posts are to engage others while also educating and also trying to figure out my own training and how I'm going through it, but to really show the progress, where she is right now versus where she's going to be at 2, 3, 4 years, with some fun videos mixed in. So all that to say, I needed to come into this room because it was really overwhelming to me that 28,000 people, which may have been bots, I don't know, were watching this video of me having a panic attack when I was just worried about a few people. And I think it's good to show this with other people. You can like tell my voice is shaking a little bit. I think it's good to share, but it's different and it's vulnerable. And yes, I posted it, so it's on me.
Like the first morning light, feeling like a child through the days and the nights.
I am going to eat lunch. That makes sense. She totally just came over here while she was having a nap to check and see what I was doing. She's being a big girl now. 15 weeks she is. Look at the camera. Huh. You know, I gotta say, summer feels really nice having Ellie here. Oh, it's so good. All right, I'm gonna put you down now, sleepyhead. I'm not used to having someone like follow me around all the time. I'm used to like the rats who, you know, you take out or they're in the cage and they're just kind of hanging there. No, Ellie's gonna follow me. It reminds me of when Ziggy and I were together. Ziggy's at my mom's house, if you remember him. And it's been a while, but she is now twice at least the size of Ziggy, if not 3 times the weight of Ziggy by now. So it's a little different. I've never actually had a big dog. We have an event this weekend where we're going to a family reunion on my husband's side, and it's really cool because, I'm gonna move this over. Ellie is going to be reunited with her sister, her mom, and her grandma, and that's really cool. It'll be a really fun event and see kind of how they react with one another. I think she'll be really excited. And she's been doing really well with socializing. I want her to interact with more dogs We're having a tricky time finding people who will interact with dogs. To paint an image, there are places I could take her. They're at least like an hour away. And the most local place to take her for puppy related things is Petco, and I am not a fan of that, so we will not be doing that. So we've been tapping into friends and seeing how we can get her introduced to other dogs, and she does really well. She enjoys playing with them, and it's really, really good for her. My life is now about dogs, I guess. So I don't know how you do watermelon. I am the kind of person that likes to scoop it instead of cut it. So I've just been taking, this one's the teaspoon, it must be, wiping off. Put it in, twist it around, and you have a scoop of watermelon. Is it full? Did I just talk to nothing? I think I just talked to no one. It wasn't recording, was it? You probably didn't want to know that story anyways. I'm going outside with Ellie, and you're gonna come with me. Let's go. All right, Ellie, here. Oh, I already put it on. I'm so silly. Sit. Ellie, sit. Good girl. I want her to know that sit also means get up from a down. We're working on trying to wait before going out the door. Yes, good girl. Sit. Stay. Yes. Here, Ellie. Yes, good girl. Good here. Good girl. Yes. Let's lure you over. Here. And then down. That was nice. You're tired, aren't you? Can you touch? Oh, look at me. Touch. Yes. Touch. 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 Sit. That's quiet. Stand. Beautiful. Oh, you sat back down. Stand. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Yes. You did so good. You did so good. Oh, cuddles. Leave it.
Living in your arms as years go by. It's easier to love. Oh, oh. Easier to love. Oh, oh. If the sky is falling down on me, you'll be the one that's by my side to lift away from me. And if I find myself in reckless, you'll be the one to pull me back into reality. Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. Cause baby, in your absence life is boring, so I'll never leave. It's easier to love. Oh, oh. It's easier to love. Oh, oh. Easier to love. Oh, oh. Easier to love.
Good girl, you are. You're a good girl, yeah. Yes, you are. Sit. Very good. Yes, very good. Good girl. Good girl.
It's easier to love when it's you by my side, shining through the cracks like the first morning